Curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the point. And for the Magic, running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Banchero is out there with Goga Batadze. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
To the inside, White. Orlando grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense. And it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, great job by Giddey staying composed there, refusing to let the physical defense throw him off.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Giddey against Suggs. Now, here's Bane. Defense right on him. Clock is at 3. Banchero, the putback is no good. Now the Bulls with it. White the pass to Okoro. And stolen by Wagner. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Suggs finds Bane. The shot's good.
Yeah, Bane is a strong dude. He's built to play through contact.
So, Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
Now here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 24 points. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Look, Giddey is a smart player. Puts constant pressure on the defense.
First one falls for him. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And both free throws good for Giddey. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as anyone.
Now, Giddey, after Paolo Banchero misses from long range.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
It's good from long range.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And, guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, well, once things start going in that direction, regaining your composure defensively is not easy to do.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Bain. Banchero outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Giddey against Suggs. Giddey, no good. Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. On the wing, Bain. White covering. Bitadze inside. Vucevic on him. Bitadze can't hit. And White kicks to Okoro. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Orlando trailing here. Outside, Suggs. Banchero passes to Suggs. Bitadze setting a screen for Suggs. It's stolen by Vucevic. Buzelis, no one around him. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
Here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Outside, Bain. Up top, Bitadze. Back to Bain. The Magic again can't hit.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Giddey surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. A beautiful reverse layup.
Far from just a perimeter threat, White is quite adept at finding scoring opportunities inside.
The Magic trail by 5. Wagner passes to Bitadze. And here is Suggs. Outside, Bain. Pass to Bitadze to stop the drought. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's White. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Suggs. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, and for Suggs, his three-point shooting has come a long way since entering the league.
Chicago leading by 4. Now White. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Well, you also love the aggressiveness. Getting himself to the line made a big difference.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so here's Orlando. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Here's Bitadze. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Suggs. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up, averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And it's White missing. The Magic trail by 4. Payne for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Orlando. They set the pick. Pass to Banchero. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Off target with his 3.
Well, he settled on that shot. The defense was right on him.
And a wide open look for Payne. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists tonight. White with it. He's got 6. Vucevic down low. Defended by Bitadze. Pass to Black. Vucevic against Payne. Black. There's Bitadze. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The shake. And it's Giddey getting it to go. Giddey's got 8. Well, Orlando shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Magic making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and the Bulls will go for a different look here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Okoro. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Kobe White. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And so here's Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Here's Wagner. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jones against Jones. Jones, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Huerter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. 4 on the shot clock. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Bane in for Franz Wagner. The Magic with the lead. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Collins, a screen on Jones. Pass to Collins. This one for three. Hands it from downtown. Collins has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
A skilled passer. Jones is quick to spot these openings for his team.
Jones, the pass to Bane. Here's Carter. Collins grabs the miss. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the basket is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
.46 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Jones, defended by Jones. It's Carter, high post. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Jones. He has yet to score. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. The Bulls with the lead. And here is Giddey. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Payne for three. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And, guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And Chicago shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Collins in at the center position. And it's Jones with the ball for the Magic, trailing by 2.
Yeah, powerful finish from Wagner. Don't get in his way.
Here's Dosunmu. Outside Collins. Pass to Giddey. Over Jones. Giddey, no good. Well, Orlando shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Giddey against Jones. Left side, Bain. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Collins finds Dosunmu. And it's Giddey in the corner. The Bulls with another miss. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jones, no luck.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Kevin, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and Wagner is a solid big man. He's someone that's going to give you everything he's got every time he's on the floor.
Black's checked in for Tyus Jones. Both free throws good from Wagner. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now, here's Bain. He has 6. Six to shoot. Suggs in the corner, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Giddey the pass to Collins. Now Dosunmu, guarded by Bain. Now Black, scoreless thus far. And that one's good, Suggs. And the Magic lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic is checked in. Here's Giddey. He's got 8. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bane drives in. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
Bulls trail by 4. Now here's Giddey. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Pass to Herter. Shot clock at 5. Collins setting the pick for Herter. And again, no good by Chicago. Magic leading by 4. Here's Bane. Plenty of space. Again, the Magic score.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bane there.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. To the paint. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Wagner's got it. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
A moment to check out Franz Wagner here.
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Giddey with it. 8 points for him. Outside Cowan. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now here's Giddey, following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. Here's Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And here are the Bulls now. 8-point game. Vucevic is screen on Suggs. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
And here is Suggs. He has 5. Outside, Bane. Back to Suggs. Magic moving the ball around. Wagner from long range. Drills the three-pointer. Wagner's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Collins. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Giddey, no good. Magic leading by 9. Wagner looking it over. Here's Carter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Dosunmu with it. Now defended by Bane. And he comes up with the deuce.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's Suggs. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Magic, Paolo Banchero's checked in for Carter, and Black's subbed in for Bain. The Bulls also changing it up. Buzelis is checked in for Zach Collins. Okoro comes in for Kevin Huerter, and it's White in for Dosunmu. Suggs passes to Wagner. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Suggs against Giddey. Pass to Wagner. Wagner left side. That one good for 2. Wagner's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Vucevic setting the pick for White. Lets a floater go. Black grabs the board. Orlando leading by 7. Up top, Wagner. Covered by Okoro.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlights list.
Suggs against Giddey. Outside, White lets the 3 fly. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. White's got 9.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Inside. Here's Wagner. Chicago grabs the miss. And stolen by Wagner. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 12. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And here are the Bulls now after the Magic pick up 2. Here's Buzelis, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Magic leading by 8. Outside, Suggs. Black the pass to Wagner. Knocks down the 3 ball. Wagner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze comes in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Black. Here's White. 9 points in the game so far. There's the screen. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You got to commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Orlando leading by 9. Outside, Bain. Wagner kicks to Banchero. No good with the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 8. Trains the three-pointer. Buzelis has got 7 points in the game.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. Outside, Bain. Banchero passes to Bain. Batadze setting a screen for Bain. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Suggs. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Bulls trail by 6 to the middle. The shot by Buzelis, no good. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Bain. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Giddey against Suggs. Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. The rebound by Batadze. Magic leading by 8. 23 seconds left here in the second. Banchero outside. Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Bain. They get it back. Back to Batadze. And Batadze throws it down.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, you don't want to give away the game. That's what they're doing with all of these turnovers, Shaq.
Yep, Butterfingers.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month Award recipients. In the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy, Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA players from France, but he has a good shot at being the best of that group. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Franz Wagner in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Magic leading by 8. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Bain kicks to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's the 3. And it's Suggs missing. Bulls trail by 11. Giddey the pass to Okoro. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Yes, that goes in. Wagner's got 17.
Look, when Wagner's rolling, he can score with the best of them. He's having an outstanding night.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And it's Giddey in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 11.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Bulls trail by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Banchero. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds in this game. White finds Okoro. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Suggs. Gets it down to single digits. And it's 13 points here for Josh Giddey.
Another one for Giddey. His confidence level has been sky high tonight, looking to score the ball.
Magic leading by 8. Banchero looking around. Bitadze is screen on White. Right side, Suggs buries it from three-point range.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. His last 10 games, he's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Vucevic a screen on Bain, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Bain. He's looking for Bitadze and finds him. Makes it off the glass. Vitadze's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Outside, Bain. Vitadze setting a screen for Bain. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Isaac Okoro. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Vitadze is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Here's Bankero, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So Stan, in terms of emerging young stars, Bankero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates, and as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Both free throws, good from Banchero.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Giddey the pass to White. Now Buzelis. And the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, what focus from Suggs. Refusing to let the hit throw him off.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Orlando.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Now, Giddey. He's got 13. White the pass to Giddey. It's deflected. Banchero up top. Payne for 3. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got his 8th assist here tonight. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Pass to Vucevic. Takes a 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Suggs. Giddey defending. White against Bane. Banchero screen on White. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by Suggs. Okoro kicks to White. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Here's Suggs. He's got 11. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Black's checked in for Suggs. And a change for the Bulls. Zach Collins checked in for Buzelis. Wagner finds Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero against Collins. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Magic on defense. Giddey the pass to Collins. And here is Okoro.
And Bain is a terrific defender. So good at getting perfect positioning to contest and alter shots. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Down low, here's Collins, and he converts the layup. Collins has got 5. And it's the Magic with the ball, leading by 12. Bain kicks to Black. Banchero passes to Black. Wagner wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Wagner's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And it's Giddey in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Going inside. Banchero hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. He's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
In the corner, Okoro with it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The 2-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. You look at Black, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2-guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, you have to space the floor to score in the half court. Every one of these guys forces the defense to extend.
Now here's Giddey. 13 points in the game. Vucevic down low. Bataze's there. And the Bulls with another miss.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Black, no good. Bulls trail by 19. Giddey finds White. In the corner, Collins with it. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Orlando's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And it's Wagner missing. And Chicago shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Here's Giddey. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
With how well Giddey moves in his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Carter comes in for Goga Bitadze, and Mo Wagner is subbed in for Franz Wagner. Chicago also making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in for Kobe White. That free throw good from Giddey.
A different type of player, Josh Giddey, pretty much a 6'8" point guard. Giddey doesn't take a lot of threes, but rather shares the ball.
Black the pass to Banchero. Shoots over Huerter. And it's Banchero missing. Bulls trail by 16. On the wing, Dosunmu. Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or else they can expect Smith to keep going at them down there.
And Banchero, here we go. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Giddey with it. He's got 16. Collins kicks to Huerter. In the corner, Smith with it. A three ball. Connects from three-point range. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, hey, Smith has this kind of range, which is why you got to at least honor his shot.
Bain passes to Banchero. Shoots over Huerter. Another miss by Banchero. Bulls trail by 13. On the wing, Dosunmu. No good that time. Nice defense from Wagner. Banchero against Huerter. Payne for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Smith's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Banchero. 13 points in the game. Carter with a screen on Huerter. Wagner wide open. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Zach Collins is out there with Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Huerter in at the three. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 14. Collins kicks to Giddey. Pass to Collins. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the three. Magic shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Here's Wagner. And here's Carter. He's guarded by Collins. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Black. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Black is a smooth athlete. I like it when he gets downhill.
Giddey against Suggs. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right wing. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Just 4 to shoot. Wagner outside. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 16. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Now here is Smith, defended by Carter. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Herder against Wagner. Here's Black. The three-pointer, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Dosunmu finds Giddey. And Collins now top the key. Pass to Herder. And stolen by Wagner. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Well, that's how you finish on the break. Wagner knows where to get to in the open floor.
Bulls trail by 15. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. To the paint. Here's Smith. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Vucevic checked in for Collins. And Smith, no good on that one.
Yeah, a solid rotational big man. Jalen Smith understands his role on this team. Rebound, defend, score a bit. Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Pass to Vucevic. Now Giddey. He's covered by Suggs. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Suggs. A free throw drops for Suggs.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. And Chicago also making a switch. Collins is checked in. Bulls trail by 17. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. There's a screen by Collins. Shot clock at 6. Dosunmu finds Vucevic. Dosunmu's shot is off. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And it's Wagner missing. The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Giddey with the bounce pass. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bitadze touched it last. Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Bain comes in for Anthony Black. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
5 on the clock, and here's Herder outside.
And good contest right there from Banchero, using that size as a distraction on defense.
They get the rebound. Bitadze with the bucket.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass. That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look, Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Banchero finds Wagner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Banchero's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. The rebound by Batadze. Orlando leading by 18. Here's Banchero. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And Banchero is the total package. A versatile big man who continues to improve every season.
The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in, then for the Bulls. Buzelis is checked in for Zach Collins. Kuro comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. A model of consistency stand for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around. Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Magic leading by 17. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Now Batadze. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And Orlando making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Here's Giddey. Pass to White. Back to Giddey. The 3. And another miss by Chicago.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Wow, what a strong finish by Black. Sticking with it through the contact.
And the free throw, no good. White against Wagner, and it's White missing.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
To Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players 6'10" with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Oh, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
4 on the clock. The 3 from Banchero. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Giddey. Nails the baby hook.
Well, it can get congested in there. Giddey found an opening for the score.
Outside, Bain. Banchero outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
He gets that one. And 12 points for Buzelis.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's blocked. Pass to Giddey. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
There's Wagner with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Bulls trail by 19. And White kicks to Okoro. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Magic have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. As Bitadze, the 10-footer finds the target. Bitadze's got 4 this quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Outside, White. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Franz Wagner.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Bulls trail by 21. White inside, guarded by Bain. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, you can see White's confidence continue to grow on shots like these. Just sticking it to the defense.
And that one falls for White. So, Stan, after an up-and-down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin, and it's because of two things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
They get it again. Back to Suggs. No good on the three. Bulls trail by 20. And White kicks to Okoro. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
It's Suggs with the drive. Pocket six. Banchero is screened for Suggs. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Franz Wagner.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Mo Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Black's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Dosunmu from outside off the mark. Jones against Jones. Carter with a screen on Jones. To the middle. And then Carter with the jam.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Black the pass to Wagner. Stolen. Here's Dosunmu. And down goes the three. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Franz Wagner.